strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Bulldog here, continuing on with our little beginner's guide series. Today we're going to look at a pretty simple topic, and that is guilds. We're going to keep it simple today because today is actually my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Mrs. Bulldog. So that way I can get back to spending some time with her. By the way, she is actually a travel agent. So if you guys would like to support the channel and you are traveling anywhere in the world, let us know. I can get you in contact with her. She can book everything for you. There's no charge to you at all. She charges her fee, I guess, comes from the resort or the hotel or wherever it is that you're staying. So if you want to support the channel without spending anything that you weren't already going to spend anyways, contact us. We'd love to have you go through her and support us that way. So anyways, back to the guide here. We're going to look at guilds because that's a common topic among new players. Is what are the benefits of joining a guild and how can I find a guild? Those are kind of the two main things. And right now the issue is that it's really hard to find a guild if you are a low level player because it's expensive to start a guild. It is 10,000 dark energy crystals just to start the guild without even getting into all the buildings that you have to buy or that you want to buy. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. But it's hard to find a guild because of that price. There's not a lot of people creating guilds for bronze level players, silver level players, that type of thing. If you're a high level player, it's very easy to find a guild. You'll be recruited all over the place. But for lower levels, it's just hard to find because of that price. And a lot of people ask if that price is going to come down. I don't see it because these crystals, the buildings and the guild fees are a source of DEC being burned. It's a way to remove dark energy crystals from supply, and I don't think they want to decrease that price. Plus, if you just bought a guild for $70 and they decrease the price to $20, you're going to be pretty upset with that. So they don't want to do that either. So it seems like they're going to continue to try to add functionality and add features to the guild to increase that value that way instead of bringing the cost down. But for now, what are the benefits of being in a guild? And there's really two main benefits. And the first is that you get a DEC bonus whenever you win battles. If you look at how much DEC you're getting or your opponents are getting, you might notice that there's a small percent bonus for those who are in a guild. And then the other one is that you get to play in brawls, and brawls are basically your guild wars, your battles between guilds, and you can actually use special cards in there. You can earn merits to open up cases so that you can use gladiators. Gladiators are a whole separate type of card that can only be used in guilds. Now the good thing is, if you don't want to join a guild or you can't find a guild to join, guilds don't really aid you in ranked play at all. Other than there's a small DEC bonus which can help you build up your lineup. But overall, you're not hurt from the rest of the game if you can't find a guild. So don't necessarily worry about that too much. But let's get in here real quick. I'll show you the buildings and kind of what we're talking about here. So here's the store. If we go to the lodge is where it shows the DEC bonus. So if we click info right here, and you can see the DEC bonus per level. Starts at 1% for a level 1, all the way up to plus 20% if you're in the highest level guild. And again, it can be kind of expensive, so a lot of guilds will actually charge fees. So you have to pay DEC in order to be in the guild, and that's so that the guild can buy things like the quest lodge, can upgrade things like their barracks, the arena. There's 5 different types of buildings here that they'll have to upgrade, and I'm not going to go through them all. I've done that actually in a previous video when I was previewing the new changes. But the other thing is, again, other than that bonus, you get a bonus in the store as well, a slight bonus you might see. There's also a store where you can buy Gladiator cards. So let's go in here. Real quick, you guys can see this was going to show results here. But you get rewards. It's like if we go to guild, there's 8 different guilds that participated here. 8 different guilds. Each one you'll join a fray. What's called a fray. And then everybody else from the other 8 guilds that we're competing against, I faced the other 7 people that joined that fray. And you can see this is how I did here. Each fray has a different restrictions, whether it's bronze league, silver league, gold cards only, untamed cards only, whatever it is. Each fray has different settings. So So I went 5-2 here, so I earned 15 points for my guild. I faced off against these players here. So it's just a bunch of one-on-one battles, and then you add up the total points, and that's how it works. But the thing about guilds that's really cool about brawls that makes them a little more interesting is you get these gladiator cards here. So let's look at all cards. There are a bunch of gladiator cards that you can earn by participating in guild brawls. And then you can open packs, and these are soul-bound cards, so you cannot buy them from the store. You cannot sell them once you get them. They are for the sole purpose of them is for you to play with them on your account. It's almost like it's more of a traditional game instead of a blockchain game. But this is to incentivize joining a guild and playing in these guild brawls so that you can earn these. And it's not necessarily a whale thing. It's earned. You have to earn them and open them up from packs, and it's all going to be a little random there. So you can see which one that I've got some, but there are different gladiators here, and they're very powerful. They all have this bloodlust ability, which increases their stats as they get kills, as they defeat other monsters. So they're pretty powerful cards, and it's just cool being able to play with them, being able to play with a new set of cards that you can't use anywhere else. So that's basically the main benefit of guilds, is being able to get a slight DEC bonus, and then being able to participate in guild brawls and do other battles and use different cards in those battles. So that's kind of cool, and that's the benefits. But again, if you don't get these gladiator cards, you can't use those in ranked. Gladiator cards cannot be used in ranked matches. They can't be used in tournaments. You're not missing out on anything necessarily. You're not hurting the rest of your gameplay in other areas. And I like how they've done that, because for example, the game I covered first, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, if you didn't join a guild, you could not progress throughout the rest of the game. There were characters that were needed in other parts of the game that you could only get by being in a guild. Basically, it just completely cut off your progression if you weren't in a guild. It's not like that here. Don't freak out if you can't find a guild, because it's very, very hard to find a guild. Just focus on improving your account, growing your power, growing your rating, and that way eventually guilds will find you more valuable and want to recruit you and that type of thing, so that you can get into some guilds. Now you can, if you're looking for a guild, you can come to my Discord. There's a place that you can post that you're looking for a guild. If you're a guild leader and you're trying to recruit players, you can come post that, and there's a bunch of players in my Discord that are looking for guilds, that types of things. So you guys can try and match up. You can do that. There's also a spot on the official Discord server as well where you can try to find members or find a guild or anything like that. But again, if you're a new player just starting this game, yes, it's good to get into a guild if you can, but don't freak out about it. The benefits are not that extreme. Getting an extra 3 or 4% DEC from battles every day is not anything that's must have or anything like that. And you get that extra percent, but again, a lot of them charge fees anyways, so you're not really gaining all of that anyway. Some of that's going to go back to designed to go back to the guild. So that's what we're looking at with guilds. If you guys have questions, let me know. Post in the comments, Twitter, Discord, wherever. Come find me. We'll help you out. So, and stay tuned, because there's certainly going to be a lot more coming. It's been a little light on the videos. It was a holiday weekend. I didn't get to a lot, but we're going to have some more in-depth videos coming very, very soon. So stay on the lookout for those. Thank you, guys. I'll be seeing you around.